Hi everyone. Welcome to the second half of the semester. I hope that when you are watching this video that you're healthy, that everyone you know is healthy, that you're in a good place, and you're doing as well as can be expected right now. I'm recording this video. It's Saturday, March 21st. It's just about 6:30 in the evening. And I actually delayed recording this video as long as possible given how rapidly things are changing. But what I wanted to do here is just make a short couple of minute video just to sort of orient you um, kind of to the way the rest of the semester is going to look. So I'm going to pull up, this is our syllabus. Um, and so our, we're obviously this will be this is this week here. um, so believe it or not, we covered quite a bit of information before spring break. um, and if you recall, we canceled class this 14th week anyway, to give because I had responsibilities at a different institution, and then that gives you time to work on presentations and finish up single system designs and things like that. But really, the way the second half of the semester is structured in 541 is we take sort of the stuff that we learned in the first half of the semester and we sort of apply it to program evaluation in the second half of the semester. So, like we said a few weeks ago, probably around here in the beginning of March, program evaluation is really nothing more than applied research methods that are, our intent is to answer a very specific question about social work practice, not necessarily to produce generalizable knowledge, but to figure out if a if a program works or not. So, flipping back over to our PowerPoint here. So we do have just a small handful of assignments left. Your lit reviews are due the 5th um, of um, of April. Actually, that's wrong. It's the end of March, right? It's 3/31. At any rate, I don't. Uh, I'll keep that deadline there. I won't make a big deal. Obviously, I've never made a big deal out of deadlines, but if you need more time, you're welcome to just get in touch with me. Let me know what a good date would be. As I recall, we had a discussion in class, and I think some of you had other assignments due around then too. So I know things have changed. Again, we need to adjust deadlines. We can just shoot me an email and we'll talk about it. Um, the single system design paper then would be due in week 15, which is the last week of class. Um, and then the other assignment that you're responsible for is a short presentation on your single system design. So we have a couple of options. We don't need to make a decision now. You could record a presentation with a voice over PowerPoint. That's a capability that's just sort of built in to PowerPoint. You can then upload it on UB Learns. That's option one. Option two would be to compose a PowerPoint and then just email it to me, and then we'll set up a phone call. You can give your presentation to me over the phone. Um, in any case, plan for about a 10-minute presentation. It parallels what's in your paper. You can um, you can follow that outline. It's obviously just an abbreviated version. So speaking of the single system design, I still think probably the best course of action would be to start collecting data this week or next. We'd uh, we'd we'd said 10 measurements in each phase in class. If you can get 10, that would be great. I think ideally you would collect at least 7 measurements in each phase. Remember, I know I said this when we met in person at some point, but your grade is not based on whether or not your single system design is successful. So you don't need to change the dependent variable um, in order to get a good grade. What you have to do is implement the single system design um, successfully, interpret the data successfully. Sometimes we interpret data and things are not what we want to see, and that's perfectly fine. Just interpret it, sort of in a way that is transparent about the results. And then, of course, it seems like just a ton of time has elapsed since we saw each other in class. So if you need to rethink your single system design in light of coronavirus and other things that are going on, just get in touch with me. We can come up with a different plan, so that you at least have the experience of putting together the single system design. So looking ahead, as I said a second ago, we covered quite a bit of information, and we really just have some program evaluation stuff to kind of button up here in the second half of this semester. I will show you UB Learns here in a second, sort of how to navigate that. But we have a couple of options moving forward. What we could do is sort of an asynchronous. We could do an asynchronous class, and what that would involve is that I post a video lecture. You watch it at your convenience, take notes, do the readings at your convenience, work on your other assignments at your leisure, hand them in when you're ready. Option number two would be to do a synchronous meeting. What that would involve is I would send out a link to Zoom, sort of a virtual meeting space. UB bought Zoom accounts for everyone basically in the past couple of weeks here. And we could meet for 60 to 90 minutes on Monday. We could start at 6 or 6:30, whatever time sort of works for all of us. Or we could do a combination of both. I could post video lectures on UB Learns, and we'll have I can sort of have a drop-in office hour on Zoom. I'll just hang out. You can access the link if you need, if you have questions or you want to talk about something. At any rate, what we're doing obviously this week is kind of an asynchronous session. So I've got a video lecture on Excel for you, and again, I'll show you that here in a second when I switch over to UB Learns. So in terms of coming up with a plan for whether we do this asynchronously or synchronously or a combination of both, if you guys want, you can talk amongst yourselves. You can email me and let me know if you want. You can shoot me an email. You can all just individually email me and let me know, and we'll go from there. It doesn't have to be the same plan from week to week. Let me emphasize that regardless of which option we go with, my goal is for everyone to complete the semester successfully. So I am still available by email. I'm on email constantly, probably even more recently. You've also got my phone number. I've put it up here again, just in case you don't have it. You call me anytime, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We can talk about course material. We can talk about whatever it is you want to. The only thing I'd ask is that you don't text. Again, that just goes back to that sort of professional identity thing. Phone calls and emails preferred. So the last slide I have here is actually to let you know about let me just put myself up here. UB has made a pretty substantial change to its grading policy this semester. So you have the option of asking for a satisfactory or unsatisfactory grade. You may know this option as sort of a pass-fail grade. Obviously, pass would be the S for satisfactory, U would be the fail. And we can do this. It doesn't have to be the whole class. We could sort of talk individually if this is an option that you want to pursue. Why would you want to elect to take an S or a U grade? My sense is that if you had other things that you needed to attend to, caring for yourself, caring for a loved one, working, that kind of thing, that would probably be the reason you want to take that. You want to elect to go with that option. I don't believe it has any consequences to GPA. Um, I have to go back and reread that email. I'm a little bit scrambling here to get sort of everything transitioned online um, here, so I haven't had a chance to really read that email in depth. I do know, though, that you have until May 10th, which is like the very tail end of the semester, to elect this option. So file it in the back of your minds. I'm kind of thinking of this right now as sort of a fail-safe or a backstop. If something happens, this option at least gives you the option of completing the semester with with a passing grade, and sort of not having to attend to all the work that you would need in order to earn, a grade that was an A or an A minus or something like that. Regardless, I think the message here is if you think you need this option, whether it's now or whether it's 6 weeks from now, get in touch with me. We'll talk about it. Let's just make sure it's not going to affect financial aid, that kind of thing. And let's make sure it's sort of in your best interest, and if that's what we need to go with, and that's what we go with. And then, as you can see down here, I'm reiterating my pleas to always think of me as a resource. Whatever you need, just get in touch with me if you want to talk about grades, course material, career planning, what courses should you take next semester. I'm happy to help you with that stuff. As I said, my goal is for everyone to finish the semester successfully, with the grade that they want to earn, and I have no doubt that you guys in 541 are very much on your way to earning exemplary grades. Um, so uh, so I'll leave it there. As you can see, I'm a little discombobulated here. Let me switch over to UB Learns real quick. So this is this is the landing page. Obviously, it doesn't it's not particularly attractive or anything like that. What I did is I created a button over here called modules. So click on that, and then there's a week for each of the there's a folder for each week of the semester. So if you click on the folder, in that folder will be um, your sort of activities for the week. So I can put readings in here as long as they're not in the textbook, lectures, that kind of thing. Now for this week, week 9, there is the thing that we're scheduled to talk about is Excel. So what I've uploaded here is a video lecture from or a video lecture that talks about Excel, and a practice Excel file for you to use. It's just got some sort of fake data in it. Now, a quick note about this Excel lecture. This is actually something I created for my other research methods class, and the first 3 minutes and 30 seconds or so is just some updates and kind of procedural things. So you can skip that. As I said, I'm scrambling a little bit to sort of get everything online, so I have to reuse things from sort of other classes. So skip the first 3 minutes 30 seconds, and then you'll get to the Excel lecture. This is actually sort of what it looks like here. I did record it this year. I just last month actually, and so you can that's what it is. So at any rate, there's no other assignments or anything. If you go, so here we are back on UB Learns. The assignment drop boxes are still in the assignments box, or tab, I guess. So that's the same as before. Again, if it's acting funny, just attach it to an email, send it to me. It's not a big deal. But I will sort of populate these. There's nothing obviously in week 10 yet. I will sort of populate these as the weeks progress. So yeah. So I guess that's everything. Thanks for watching. Welcome to the second half of the semester. As I said, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's in a good place. Hope everyone's safe. Hope everyone's healthy. Please don't hesitate to check in by email. Give me a call if you want. And as I said, I'm happy to do sort of a Zoom Zoom drop-in hours if that's the way we want to go. Um, but I look forward to our work together here in the second half of the semester. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll talk soon. Bye bye.